on here? I said, who's sitting here? And Strofe said, Josh,
That's Kyle Wallace, who's now settled in, feeling good.
looking good, too, I know.
Didn't say that, but you said it yourself. Alex Strofe is running the show. UKBA Nation, as always, 800-990-3776. If you like Alex Strofe, you probably watched Mr. Irrelevant on YouTube at 12:30 on ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison, which is now where you can find us, Kyle Brust and Ortman, where there was going to be and will be a lot of Strofe today. So if you like Strofe,
Yeah.
you're going to get a lot of Gen Z energy. If you don't like Strofe, it's okay. You'll learn to like him. We all do.
People used to dislike you on our show. When you first came, people were like, I don't like
Yeah,
Strofe.
that is true.
Did that actually happen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely hated your voice. I think Jeff Ed really hated you.
Are you referring to yourself in that category?
Strofe, you know exactly how I felt about you.
Benny, I think you fell into that category.
I mean, you were a little too high energy initially. I was like,
I mellowed out in my old age.
the man comes in like promoting his own show during our show.
He did have
I'm like, you came from Madison to help our show, not to have ESPN Alex Strofe's Instagram grow during 2 to 5.
Yeah.
But now I'm okay with it because you've been doing a better job. But if you slip up, I become the bleep hole that I know I can be.
Oh, wow.
You're scary. Way to say bleep hole that time.
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes, Strofe.
Yeah.
You learn from your mistakes.
I'm glad your motives have changed. You went from wanting to promote your show inside of our show to supporting us.
Good addition to Mr. Irrelevant today, which you can find wherever you get your podcast or on YouTube.
Arrhythmics? What song, though, with the Arrhythmics?
Couldn't tell you.
Did you just ask yourself a question?
No, that was Ernie in a barn on the Carbless talk and text line. Arrhythmics songs. Sweet Dreams. I think that one. You know that one?
I heard of the Marilyn Manson version of Sweet Dreams.
Marilyn Manson version. It's a good version.
I didn't realize there was another version.
Ernie, if I got that one right, let me know on the Carbless talk and text line. Now, Strofe, you're big time.
Yeah, you are, Strofe. Welcome.
Fellas, thank you.
Welcome.
You made it to where Kyle's been. I am owed by Craig Karmazin 2 courtside seats.
I made it before you.
Wait, what do you mean you're old?
You know how we used to do Palermo's picks? I won 2 of 3 years.
You haven't gotten your seats yet?
I haven't sat in the courtside seats yet. Now,
So I beat you?
As a great teammate that I am on Sweet Night against the Warriors where I saw Kyle Wallace, I was offered to go down with a partner of ours, and this actually has nothing to do with me. She brought her son. I thought she was bringing her husband, and husband was not going to go down. It was going to be me and my partner that I've known for a long, long time. But to see the son's face when he got to sit courtside.
What does this have to do with you not cashing in? What are you trying to make us feel good?
You guys are special.
I gave up my seat for the son.
You guys are special.
No, you need to get your court. You want me to get your courtside for you?
Nah,
we can go together.
It's got to be when old CK Craig Karmazin, the owner of Good Karma Brands.
What do you mean?
When he asks, I'll go. If he doesn't ask, I'll live.
Ask, you're owed it. He's supposed to give you 2 tickets.
Well,
what do you mean?
Craig Karmazin is scheduled to appear at 2:15, and someone who was offered the Craig Karmazin courtside tickets was Alex Strofe yesterday, sitting courtside with Craig Karmazin.
Yeah.
How much sucking up did you do in the 48 minutes of a Bucks basketball game?
Really not that much, actually.
Oh,
I feel
baloney, hogwash.
Did you engage in any conversations you didn't care to? You were just trying to watch a game?
Did I engage in any conversations I didn't care to? Not really, actually. We didn't talk that much. Halftime we wandered a little bit. Got to see some parts of the arena I had never seen before. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, you went to that room.
I sure did.
Look at you.
Got to see our good friend Peter Fagan. Yeah.
You're being so weird.
Yeah, I feel weird.
You were so weird about this.
I was super out of place.
You were out of place.
Yeah,
I saw a
looked-
picture of you next to Craig. Put it on YouTube. You look so out
I'm
of place.
sitting next to a man in a full-blown suit. Like, I'm sitting courtside at an NBA game. I don't belong there.
You belong in a hippocampus concert that
Yeah.
you went to a week ago.
That's what he looked like.
Please tell me you wore something to that concert that you're wearing in the picture that's shown on YouTube.
I wore the exact same hoodie and the exact same flannel to the concert.
I could tell. I could tell. I was very disappointed in you. I really was. You look like a bum.
You
look like a bum, and it's embarrassing. So so did you come straight from work? Like,
no,
were you
he had time to change.
So I
you
didn't
had
really
time to
change.
change?
So so I got the text about 6:05, 6:10ish.
Yeah, we left around. Yeah, we left at the same time, and I knew you were
Shortly
going to the
after
game.
6, yeah. And I just gotten the text, and I said, okay, I'll go home.
Game starts at 7. You live not too far from
I
here.
live
which
3
is
blocks from Pfizer.
all together from here to your place to Pfizer, maybe a 15-minute walk.
Yesterday, we didn't bring this up on the show yesterday. Somehow my jeans ripped. Like there was a hole in my knee.
And that is shocking considering the size of you that something could rip
That's
in terms of clothing.
I don't know how it happened either. So I had like a hole that was about the size of my kneecap on my kneecap.
Emu phase again.
So
emu?
I think he was looking for
emo.
Emu, that's an animal.
It is an animal. You're right. So I went home and I was like, well, I can't wear this, so I'll just throw on khakis because I own a lot of pairs of khakis, as you guys know. So I threw on a pair of khakis and then I threw on a flannel because it was cold outside and I was going to walk. And that's what I wore to the game. So
That's
I wore like
pretty
a black
embarrassing that you actually went home and that was the best you had to offer.
Well,
I'm actually extremely disappointed that you
hold on.
took the time, you went home, you looked in your closet, you said, "Ooh, I'm sitting courtside. I can't wait. I'm gonna
put on my best fit."
No, that wasn't my mindset.
Let me get that flannel. Let me get them khakis too. You look like a bum.
I said to my girlfriend, I said, I just saw Craig at the office. He's wearing a suit. Do I need to wear a suit?
No.
And she
he
said,
was coming from work.
She said, no, just wear what you're wearing. You're fine. You're going
she
to a Bucks
misled
game.
you. Oh, I know what it is. She set him up. You know why?
Yeah, I know it is. Trying to keep
because you left her at home to
Yep.
go sit courtside, and she was feeling a little salty and made sure you look like a bum.
No,
out
I
there.
don't think she felt salty at all. She said, wow, this is a cool opportunity for you. You got to go.
Nah, Alex, you embarrassed the whole Strofe name to yesterday.
How?
You did. The way you looked sitting courtside. Remember when I was sitting courtside? How did I look? They said, "Oh, that could be Thanasis' agent."
Chef Ed chimes in. You look like you dressed like you were a skateboarder and you belonged in the X Games.
Yeah, he looked like you'd be going to a dive bar.
That is true as well. But what I want to know from Kyle specifically, who has sat with Craig courtside in the past, has done a show with Alex Strofe and spends a lot of time with our Gen Z energy Alex Strofe.
I do.
If you had a choice between sitting next to Craig Karmazin, the CEO of Good Karma Brands, the company that we are employed by, or Alex Strofe, who are you sitting by?
Oh, that's not even hard.
I disagree. I think it's hard.
It's not hard at all. I know I'm sitting with Craig. I'm not sitting with Strofe. Strofe is going to want to talk to me. See, here's the thing with me and Strofe. We have this relationship where he believes that we're friends, right? He thinks we're cool. He likes to talk to me. He'll pop up like he thinks that. So it's a difference where
Am I wrong?
I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's Friday. I want you to have a good weekend. And so overall, like, Strofe would just talk to me during the game and I'm not there to have a conversation. I'm there to watch the game. And even though Craig talks to me, Craig gives me actually good insight. He gives me good information. We don't talk nonstop. He doesn't bother me nonstop. I feel like if you're there, you would feel like we would need to have conversations. Hey, look at that. Or, hey, what you remember what we did on the show? Or remember Ben did this or Brad did that? I don't want to talk work. I don't want to do that.
And every time I see the picture of Alex Strofe and Craig Karmazin, he looks so stiff on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison that he is so out of place that I thought I could make an argument for an 800-990-3776 in the Carbless Talk and text line. Who would you rather sit next to you if I had a choice? Alex Strofe or Craig Karmazin? I wanted to make an argument for you and I having a good time.
Oh, we would.
But, like, I don't know. You look so out of place.
Okay.
Like,
so
I'm good and bougie and acting like I belong even if I don't.
In my defense, in this photo, it's not the most lovely photo of me. Right? It's a picture of me of Craig is clearly talking to me about something. I don't know what.
You're kissing behind, acting
but
like
look,
you care.
He's counting something on his fingers in the photo. So it looks like I am just taking in the information. I don't think I was stiff. I will say the seat's very comfortable, but very low to the ground. I'm 6'3". You get it. Like, you're over 6 feet tall.
He's coming at you, Kyle. Short king over there.
Short king.
I'm a short king.
The seat was a little low to the ground for me, so my
did
knees.
Take the picture?
Justin Garcia of the Milwaukee Bucks Radio Network took that photo.
Justin.
That's a good photo from where they're at.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's across the way at the top of the 100 level.
He's got a good view of me, man. It's a good thing to look at, despite the fact I look like a skateboarder.
I know we're talking to the radio audience, but if I could describe this, Craig looks like someone who belongs. It's simply
wearing a
put.
suit.
And Alex Strofe looks like he should have rethought about what he was going to wear to sit courtside.
Alex Strofe looks like he caught on when GameStop made all that money in the stock market. He made some money, the meme stock. And he just ran into some money. He got lucky and ran into some money.
But he's not acting as if he ran into money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the way he's
you could dress that way if you have money, and you carry yourself if you have money. This looks like a man who is not paying rent at his girlfriend's apartment.
Yeah, he does. He looks homeless,
which is true.
I'm trying to say, you didn't have any Bucks gear to put on. Like, you don't put on a hoodie. You put on a regular, dusty hoodie like that.
So I have a similar colored, like silver gray hoodie that has a Bucks logo on the front.
You should have put it on. It would have made it a lot better.
I was going to, but I was like, I don't think I need to change. I think the outfit I'm wearing is fine. I'm just going to a Bucks game.
Well, your wardrobe's awful, by the way, as well. And I'm
okay,
going to. I'm going to wait. No, your wardrobe's awful. I've seen enough. And what I'm going to offer is this: all you got to do is give me a free meal. I am willing to take you shopping on your dime. I'm willing to take you shopping in your gas to help you uplift your wardrobe, because you never know.
Fine.
No, your wardrobe's
I own
not
plenty
fine.
of collared shirts. I just don't really have an excuse
You
to wear
shop off of TikTok, man.
Not always.
And I've seen your collared shirts. We got to work on that.
I don't really wear collared shirts.
But I've seen when you have. We got to work on it. We got to work. I'm going to get you right, buddy. I'm going to get you right.
So you guys think I looked like an ass, essentially?
No, you look like a homeless bum.
Well, that's a little strong.
Again, I'll just go with out of place and stiff.
I tend to agree with both of
out
those.
of place stiff.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with both of them.
And I have questions for Craig Karmazin, who is the CEO of Good Cover
Should I be
Brands,
nervous?
and he is coming into the studio for an appearance on Kyle Brust-Dorman, the CEO and founder of our company, who Alex Strofe sat courtside with. Craig Karmazin next on Kyle Brust-Dorman.
Should I be nervous?
You tell me.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I?
No,
I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the North Side. The North Side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Green and Gold Championship window is on the clock.
To me, their window is now wide open. From here on out, they have the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
The countdown to the NFL draft in Green Bay is on.
Goody has to start figuring out his first-round draft picks. Goody's inability to nail the first-round draft pick is what is keeping this team from being a true Super Bowl contender.
Green and Gold off-season talk right here. 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The wait is over. Brewers baseball is back. Time to pick your Brewers games and get back to the ballpark for tailgate traditions and walk-off wins. Be here for opening day. Come back for the big games and the best giveaways. Where else would you want to be? Brewers tickets for the 2025 season are on sale now. That's opening day and every game, all summer long. Get on board for the show today. Grab your seats at brewers.com/ticket finder.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Brown Deer High School's Amira Grant. The star for the Brown Deer's girls basketball squad, Grant is having an incredible season. 4 50-point performances this season for the Falcons, all coming within the last month. The senior guard leads the state in scoring at over 40 points per game, and at all time sits top 5 for Wisconsin. Grant will continue her athletic and academic career at the Division I level next season, with the offers starting to pile up. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Amira Grant from Brown Deer High School.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, founder of Right Choice Tax Resolution and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. We have talked with a number of new clients who told us the same story. They had a tax situation and went with one of those national firms with the TV and radio ads. They guarantee they can settle your tax owed for pennies on the dollar. They take a $10,000 fee up front and then you never hear from them again. We are a local firm and just want to help you resolve your situation so you can get on with your life. Don't let your bank account get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security check get garnished, or a lien put on your house so you can't sell it or get refinanced. The state can even put a hold on your occupational license. Make the right choice and call 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us today. Schedule a free meeting so we can talk and come up with a plan to solve your situation right now. It will not go away if you bury your head in the sand. Call now, 844-222-1192, or visit rightchoicetax.us.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design.
Great impressions.
Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I put that white cutie on my wrist, but just no Black Lives Matter. Black Lives. She told me when she get
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I am Ben Brust next to Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman. Will have him back on Monday. Alex Strofe, our courtside, needs help with his outfit guy.
Courtside disappointment. How about that?
Wow. Yeah. Running the show.
You didn't when you saw him. Were you like,
really? No, I invited him to the game. I knew what he was wearing. I didn't think he was going to go home and
changed a little bit. He did. He did go home.
So the voice you're hearing right now is Craig Karmazin of Sometimes Sunday Karma, 10 to noon. Is Strofe, Kyle Wallace, Greg Scalzo, Craig Karmazin. They're all part of it, 10 to noon across ESPN Wisconsin and UKVN Nation at 800-990-3776. So a lot of questions here as to how Strofe. I mean, and the picture that we've been putting up on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, I feel like it encapsulates what I feel like is Strofe looking out of place and really stiff. Did he fit the environment? Did he act like he belonged courtside?
I think he totally belonged courtside. Did he belong in the trophy room where it's just like exclusive. The governor and limited partners? I mean, that was a little shaky.
That was risk. What made you take that risk?
I mean, it's my guy. He's my guy. It's not a risk.
Oh, wow. He's my guy.
If you're part of the Sunday Karma,
ego is going to go poof.
Dude, if you're part of the Sunday Karma crew, you're like a co-host. You're a teammate.
Oh, I thought that was like an exclusive room for people who actually could fit, right? Like, I thought people were supposed to fit. I know we just bring like
Kyle, you've been doing Sunday Karma for free for about 8 years. Have you seen the trophy room?
I have seen the trophy room.
Okay, good. I was going to say, if you're not getting those kind of perks, I'd be upset with Mr. Strofe.
I've been to the trophy room, but I fit in. I'm a brother who looked like I fit. He just straggler.
You could fit out. You don't need to fit in with the trophy room. You could fit out.
Where did he fall into the list of people you asked? Was he down the list?
He was the first person, legitimately the first person I asked the entire game. So
what time did you get the text?
Shortly after 6, so just about an hour before tip.
What time was it? Okay.
Tip was 7. I texted him. I thought it was shortly before 6, but my daughter has not been to a game as a fan. She's danced at halftime the last 3 years. She has not been to a game as a fan since the NBA Finals.
Oh, wow. That's been a while.
And she was just like, after that, she's like, I'm done. I'm kind of over it. Like, I've been to a million games as a kid. I'm done. So we went to All-Star.
Cool. Well, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I've seen enough. Cool. I saw a championship courtside. I'm done.
Yeah, so that's what and what burnt her out was going to games during COVID.
Burnt her out.
Yeah. So we would go to, I made her go to games. Like
we have Brad Nortman.
It's the chair. It's the chair. That chair is the unrelatable.
The unrelatable stories at KVN Nation.
President, I'll play to go to $2,500 to go to a Super Bowl. It's not worth it.
Yeah, so I I burnt her out during COVID when there were only 250 people allowed at the games. And so there was no buzz in the arena, right? Picture you're like 9 and you're at these games with your dad and there's no fans there. Like, and I was making her go like 3 nights a week, like, and you'd have to go COVID test before every game.
Oh yeah,
They'd be like
if I was 9, I'd be like, all right, enough
like
with this.
they'd be sticking things up her nose, and like you'd have to wait 20 minutes to then walk in the cold to go. Like, so like she was just like, actually during COVID, she's like, Dad, if you make me do this again Friday night, I'm only going to go to a game ever again if we go to the finals. And so that happened. And then she actually stuck to it until last night.
I was gonna say 9-year-olds, like that's pretty heady of her to be able to think like and put the expectations on father.
Yeah.
This is what I want, Dad.
And then stand by it too.
So she stood by it. But we were in San Francisco last weekend. We went to All-Star Saturday night. I know it didn't get the best buzz and the best ratings and all that, but it was a great time, great family time to be at it. And I said to her, like, are you maybe open to going to Bucks games again? And she's like, yes. And so I was like, well,
Has she been waiting for you to ask her for 4-5 years?
No, I've been asking her, and she said no.
Dad, I know I didn't want to go when I had to get tested every 20 minutes.
No, they don't test anymore.
No, I ask her, and she says no all the time. But she was like, I'm open to it depending on how homework goes, blah, blah, blah. So then on Thursday, she was like, I think I'm in with my friend, but
that's the bargaining
I'm
chip.
waiting to get the answer from her friend. And she's like, I don't want to go if it's just with you. I only want to go if I can bring my friend.
Damn, how does that make you feel?
That's fine. So then her friend was at soccer.
That hurt me. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You're moving on from me already?
Don't have a teenage girl. If that hurts you, you're done.
Too late.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
I know I'm done
Yeah.
already.
So basically, I told her, I was like, you could wait until she gets back to soccer, and then let me know if you're in. So Harper then let me know she was in at 5:45, and I'm like, who's here? Like, who could I invite that's not like weird, like this late? And I was like, oh, Strophy's now part of Sunday Karma. He's never been to a game with me. It's perfect. Let him loosen up so he doesn't always feel like when he's doing a show with me, it's like, oh, it's the boss. Like, he could maybe like loosen up.
Look at him. He
Look at him.
hasn't said a word, Craig.
He was
tight.
nervous before you came down here. I don't think what you were trying to accomplish.
I never said I was nervous.
Oh, baloney! You said it 10 times to me.
You just said, I'd be worried.
Should I be
I
worried?
was a little stiff. I was worried about what you were going to ask. If I was rude, if I was.
Yeah, he's worried about
underdressed.
you. He's not worried about me.
I'm not worried about Craig.
We do a
about
show
you.
together every week.
Kyle, why are you being divisive?
You're in the
on our
honeymoon
team.
phase of Sunday Karma with him.
You're on our team, Kyle. We are Sunday Karma. Why are you not backing me up? Craig called me his guy. Why am I not your guy?
No, you are my guy.
You just said we're not friends.
That's true. That's very true. That is
Oh,
correct.
are you just acquaintances?
Yeah.
Kyle has said to all of us, Brad, Strofe, myself, that we are not friends. We just work together.
We're teammates.
I think you are. I think me and Kyle are friends, though.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
We're a different level. Have you been to each other's homes? Have you been to each other's homes?
We have been working
I've
together.
been there.
No, you've been to Kyle's home?
Not yet.
I did miss the barbecue.
I'm saying Kyle's been to my home.
Yeah.
Have
he's
you been to his home?
I never got that invite, but he's gotten multiple invites and been to my home multiple times.
We've been working together since 2018.
We've watched movies together at my house, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two
Hand
of us
in
who
hand.
watched
Wait,
a
hold on.
movie.
Slow down.
What movie
are
and
you
why?
guys watching together?
Come on now, you don't need to get in our business
Yes,
like
I
that.
do. I need to know.
We were binging
Love
a
is
certain-
Blind?
No, a certain
No.
NBC show about 3 siblings. It's a little romantic show. You know what the show is?
3 siblings.
3 siblings, NBC.
Triplets?
No. No,
have
only
no idea
it
what
was
you're
This
talking
Is
about.
Us an NBC
Yeah,
show?
This Is Us. Yeah.
Was that it?
We binged 6 seasons of This Is Us together.
Yeah.
Okay, now
don't believe you.
I know
No.
this is a bunch of crap.
No, we didn't do that.
No,
That-
we did watch the movie though.
No,
What
we-
movie?
It was.
It was
Dang,
about.
it was
it
How are you
about,
guys
like,
getting
black,
weird about
it was
the
about
movie?
black
I
real
don't-
estate people.
Yeah,
black real estate.
it was such a good movie.
It was good.
Oh, in California, it was such a good movie.
Black real estate people in like
Yeah.
the 50s in California.
So good. It was. such a good
So
movie.
on the Carbless Talking text line, something happened to come up this way, and it just so happened to be yesterday that we were very excited about the ESPN, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, USA Canada hockey game.
Yes.
And as I was thinking about it, I was like, Strofe and I will play some bets at Potawatomi Casino Sportsbook together, and then I'll go on ESPN Plus and watch it on my phone while the TV's on. And Mitch chimed in and says, "You guys seriously don't get ESPN Plus for free with the job?"
Oh, wow.
And so, you definitely have to have Craig explain that.
Zoom
He
into
seems
Craig's
logical. I feel like he would agree with us being KBN Nation.
Let's zoom in. He seems nervous.
No,
Zoom in.
no, I don't get it free. I don't get it for free.
You don't get it for free?
No, I don't get it
So
for free.
because you don't get it for free, we don't get it for free?
No, I'm saying, what am I going to buy it for you?
And in my defense, I don't really care to have it or not. This is a Ben and
Well, you
Stroke
just
thing.
steal all your TV.
Yeah. I don't steal. I am part of the family plan. There's a difference.
If you check in the user service agreement, are you allowed to have a family plan if you don't live with the person? I think you're stealing.
I can't read. You gave me you gave me your Disney Plus for a while. What happened?
You're still on it. You don't use it though.
No, I don't have it. I don't.
You don't know the password? There's still the little Kyle icon. It's that
Is
little.
there? I have
it's
it.
that little cute Star Wars.
They
guy.
are friends because Kyle has an icon on Disney Plus.
He mooches. They're not friends. He's only saying they're friends because
you're saying
because
that's
he
true.
gets the
Like
checks.
I've invited him to my house many times. He's never invited me to
you,
his own.
yes.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Sure.
Well, before we
Feels
start
a little
throwing-
one way.
Wait a minute.
I've invited him.
Ben accused me of kissing ass. I
Wait a
think
minute.
We
Wait,
know, who
we know,
this
yeah.
killer is.
Strophy. I have Bucks tickets. I've invited him to games. He has Bucks tickets. He's never invited me to a game.
Craig, you want to come to a game? Would you like to sit amongst the normals, the regulars?
Sure.
All right.
Gen Pop, as you would say.
Gen Pop. I'm gonna tell you this. I have great seats because it's all great seats there in Fiserv. But when you're sitting courtside, it's very different. You kind of feel like.
Oh, here we go. You're turning into one of them. It's very different.
No, it is.
No, I like
view is
sitting in
different.
different seats.
All
You
right,
get
well,
a different view, and it's great.
I got you.
Yeah,
I definitely got you.
And there's games where I don't have my tickets because
Well,
I give them to a charity or I give them to someone else. I'd love to join you for a game.
Let me know a game that you don't get tickets, and then we'll figure out whether or not we can go.
All right. So what we found out is all three of us are ass kissers of Craig.
Yeah, I mean that's not surprising.
Craig Karmazin joining us on Kyle Bruston
I
Nortman
would say
across
Kyle
ESPN Wisconsin.
is the opposite.
He's an ass kisser.
No, he's not.
No, I keep it real.
No.
He's calling you a friend, but lying to your face
No,
because
he's
you
just
cut his
grabbing.
checks.
He's grabbing all my stuff. He's actually not kissing my ass. He's actually just using me.
What?
Maybe I'm the problem.
Well, that's what you're saying, right? Because you're
Maybe I'm the problem.
using my tickets, you're using my house, but you never invite me to your house.
There is no
You never invite me to your
reciprocation.
Taking
tickets.
advantage.
You never invi-
In my defense, Craig,
Taking advantage.
it's kind of embarrassing having you come. I don't want you to think my house is outhouse. That's why I don't want you to. I don't
Wait,
want
so
to
you think I'm
he
like
gonna
that?
drive- he gonna drive-
He's calling you a
he gonna
judger.
drive-
Wow.
He didn't
So you
judge
think
my
I'm like
outfit.
that?
He gonna drive.
He didn't
past
judge my
house.
outfit?
He gonna look. He did. He said,
Oh, trust
went
me.
home.
Internally, he was judging her outfit. Look at him. He's got his initials on a sweatshirt today.
Craig, I just don't want you to come to my house and say, "This is it.
Dude,
This is it."
I'm oblivious to that stuff. I don't notice the difference of any of that kind of thing.
So,
You will. Trust me. When you see the whole house through one just look of a view, you're like, "Oh,
come on now.
okay.
If
This is
anyone
like
knows,
a wing."
I have lived in the place I lived for the first 5 years of this company in Beaver Dam. When I moved, and Sean Thompson, he lived there with me.
Director,
He can vouch.
director of content,
Yep.
117
Director
Truth.
of content. He lived with me for 3-4 months there, maybe even more. He could tell you it was a 2-bedroom apartment in Beaver Dam where when I moved out after 5 years, there were only 2 of the 8 residences that were even being used, and the other was by a drug dealer. And they made me move out because they were like, "Craig, you can't live here anymore. Like, why would you want to, like, our company made me move out of where I lived. I do not care.
Our company? You mean your company that
like,
you own made you
our
own
teammates,
self?
like my assistant
No,
actually made me sign something, and I was like, "What did I just
Were
sign?"
you doing like undercover millionaire or undercover boss? What it is? Is that
No,
what you're doing?
I'm saying I don't care. Like, I'm not judging people like that.
Okay,
That's
if
not who I am.
If that's the case, Craig, wait a minute. If that's the case, Craig, let's swap lives. Let's swap houses for a couple weekends. How about that?
House swap.
Yeah, house swap. KBN weekend. at your
YouTube
crib.
special at ESPN Milwaukee. So I haven't brought this to Kyle or Strofe, so I'm glad Craig's in here because Craig does know my fiance. Little peek behind the curtain. Are you going to ask them if it's fair or foul to rip blankets off your very sick fiance?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
So she's been sick and like dead to the world, as I've mentioned at times. Apparently, I came home from basketball on Wednesday, and after I showered,
when you by the way
had a
somebody else
teammate
put your daughter to
you
bed
hear this?
because you wanted to play old man's league basketball.
I
rather
also
than put
wanted
your
to go to
daughter
the weekly
sleep
wager.
and take care of your sick fiance.
He
Continue.
abandoned his family to play basketball because he said, I need to work out.
I mean, if it was for work, I get it. If it's for basketball, I don't get it.
It was dual purpose. It was for weekly wager and basketball.
Yeah.
But that being said, I come home and I showered and got in bed, and she had all the covers. Like she had taken the top sheet, the comforter,
That's
the other
sick.
comforter.
Yeah,
she had
exactly.
all of them. And I got in. I just tried to take some of it. And she,
No.
don't do that. You just.
No.
You grab something else and put it
or
over
you
the
don't even get in. She's sick. Why you need to
Well,
be
we had
like,
this
up
whole
in there?
conversation of if your significant other's sick, do you sleep in the same bed or do you go somewhere else?
No, I do.
I mean, I think you sleep in the same bed, but if you have to take covers away from a sick human being, like what? Who does that?
I guess the sick
Abandons them and
human
then
being
sick
me.
blankets.
Human being.
Yeah, he's a bad person. Craig, did you hear about Kyle's lunch this week?
Yeah,
Have you
Craig,
heard
you
about
hear
this
about that?
debacle?
We got
No.
thieves around this mug.
No.
So me, you know, I'm a hard worker.
Get Wisconsin Morning News audio,
I am
please.
Craig. I'm a hard worker. You know, I work very, very hard, and so basically, I have to eat. No, there ain't no. He
People
see
that
what I
work
do.
hard don't need to tell their boss they work hard.
No. So at 11 o'clock, I had
Fair
to
point.
eat. I had to eat lunch at 11 because I have Truth to Power on 101.7 The Truth from 12 until 1. So I had to eat at 11 o'clock that day. And when I went out there were bagels on the counter. And long story short, I don't have an office anymore. I don't have my bowl. I was gonna eat salad, but I didn't have my salad bowl. So then I had to kind of pivot. And I left my bag of salad. I left my protein bars, 2 unopened boxes, and my bag of cashews or my little can of cashews on the counter.
Yeah.
So I go about.
That's actually a really good combo.
Yeah, and you know what? He left it in the shared space.
I left it in my bag on the counter on accident. I went to go do
Oh,
my
on that
show.
island?
The kitchen island.
The island where, like, today there were Girl Scout cookies.
Yep.
So those are then communal Girl Scout
Yeah,
cookies.
very good.
But you got to email. You got
yeah.
to email about the communal Girl Scout cookies, right?
I don't see every email.
we did get one
There
today.
was an email about that. So I left my bag out there. I went to go do my show, entertain Truth Nation. I came here, entertain KBN Nation. I get ready. I finish up work around 5:45. I say, put in a hard day worth of work while everybody else is gone. It's a ghost town.
Oh, those cashews probably were good.
Ask Vince Vetrano.
Craig, I went to the fridge and I opened it up. I said, don't see my lunch bag. The other fridge, don't see my lunch bag. The other fridge, don't see my lunch bag. I turn around, Craig. I see my cashews open and eaten. I see my protein bars gone. One protein bar
Wait,
left.
'cause-
And they threw my salad into the garbage.
Wait.
A bag of salad.
Wait, were they taking it out of the fridge?
They had taken it. I left it on the counter in a bag.
Oh, so when you looked in the fridge, you were looking because you thought you put it in the fridge,
I
but you
thought-
didn't.
Yeah,
Craig,
I
there's more
forgot.
context here.
Yeah.
For Christmas, his baby girl, who's been with for a long time,
Yeah.
got him a lunchbox.
Why you gotta put baby girl in quotes like that?
Well, because
what do you mean, quote? What do you mean, quote? What do you mean, quote? Sounds real.
Unquote.
What was this, Manti Teo?
What are you trying to say?
Kyle's
I'm making it
hypothetical
up.
girlfriend got
goes to
him
another
a
school.
lunchbox for Christmas.
She's from Canada.
And Kyle said, baby, I don't want this. So she gave him a lunchbox, and he said, for Christmas, I don't want your Christmas gift. He comes to work, and it's in a Target bag. If you see a Target bag in the communal area, it kind of feels like fair game. I put this on Kyle.
Kyle, you know it's fair game. You can't even be arguing this right now.
Craig,
when
they
it's
threw-
on that table in a Target bag, and the fact that they threw the salad, I can almost guarantee you I know who would throw the salad because they'd be like, why is there salad
The
sitting
office
on the
administrator
counter?
didn't do
for
it.
5
No,
hours.
it was in a bag. The office administrator didn't do it. She
Yeah.
did. She actually said she sent the email in support of Kyle Wallace.
Yeah.
Before Craig, we let
So
you go.
wait a minute. Before Craig,
Do we have commercials here anymore or no?
We do.
But Craig, I'm just
I've
telling
heard you on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. You guys go like
I'm
80
telling
hours.
you this now. I was about to throw a whole fit in this mug, but she sent that email. We need to make sure nobody else has to go through that devastation like I did.
No,
Craig. I need you
no.
to
That's
support me.
communal now. That's the communal little table
to
island.
know.
Well-
the fridge, I'd have your back. But on that table, things are there all the time, and people just grab them. There's like lollipops there. I
And
feel
that
like, all
led
the
to the
time.
conversation on Wisconsin's Morning News as we learned Vince Vetrano was a cashew eater. As Vince Vetrano, Eric Bilstead, and Mark Tauscher were discussing Kyle's protein bar salad cashew gate.
Let's go through what was in the bag. Well, here's what we know was in the bag, Tausch. We know that there was a can of nuts, right? One of those cashews. We know that was in there. We know that there were like maybe some protein bars, multiple protein bars. So maybe would indicate community, but then there was also a salad, which would be the red flag for me, I think.
This is somebody's lunch, right?
So if there's like 15 granola bars,
Yeah.
I would think that they're fair game. But if there is a Caesar salad half eaten, I'm not 100% sure. What are you grabbing forks and everybody's just sticking their
So
fork
here's
in
what
it?
happened. Someone threw it away. They threw the salad and put all the other stuff out for everyone to eat.
What a travesty.
I love how your face changes every time you hear that.
I was so mad Monday. I was so mad.
He had to call his mom to calm himself down.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Kyle, think how much free food you've gotten in your lifetime in this company. So in exchange, you had one person like eat your food once, and you're gonna be that mad.
It was a whole communal meeting they had.
It was like ants, like just like
They
came
just
on.
swarm, and I know, and I know somebody that know more stuff about it. We gonna figure it out.
So basically, Craig, if you ever want to know what's going on in the office, you're more than welcome to join anytime.
Yeah,
here
they're
on Kyle's
stealing time.
Normers.
Yeah.
Eating my stuff.
They didn't steal it. It's in the communal space. Just like you've eaten a ton of stuff off that table from other people.
So coming up next, I'm going to give a top 5 most painful like sports moments for Wisconsin fans, and it comes off the fact that I'm kind of heartbroken in the way the U.S. battled in overtime against Canada and had it in the first 3 minutes and then lost.
How much money do you have on this game?
I didn't have a lot because
Okay.
I knew it wasn't smart. Like, it's still Canada.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. It's
Okay.
Canada. They're
Yeah.
talented.
You didn't believe.
I said I was going to lose a Patriot or win a Patriot, and it still happened. So I want to know if you think this should be in my top 5, the 2019 Eastern Conference Finals for the Bucks.
No.
No? No?
I mean, it was tough, but I don't think it's up there. Like, I mean, that Michigan State game, football game, the Hail Mary.
Oh, that was tough, but
You're putting that in the top 5 of Wisconsin losses?
That game.
In moments?
Yes, that Hail Mary. Like, because in that moment, there haven't been a lot of those where it's just, like, to lose a game is something, but, like, I think, like, obviously the onside kick, the Seattle NFC Championship, 4th and 24, both have to be on there, right?
Yep.
Because it's not like losing Super Bowl 32 is the worst, but if you're talking about like, you know, like I'm talking about the pain of the one moment, not just like, hey, the Packers were 10-point favorites and you lose to the Broncos in Super Bowl 32. I guess maybe you're thinking about it like that. I'm more thinking about it like the
I'm
gut
thinking
punch.
I'm thinking painful.
Pain of like I mean, Kyle, that
where
onside
were you
kick,
when
right?
and
Like
how much it hurt?
That Seattle loss.
that Seattle
That's got to
loss
be like
was,
number one, right?
Yeah, that
because you're like
was-
there, and that's like if I don't know that the percentages exist the way they do now, but that had to be like a 99%. Like for Russell to drive, get the 2-point conversion, the onside kick, another touchdown, like when they hadn't scored the whole game.
That sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And you saying Russell reminds me of the fact that you talked about that game.
The Michigan State, and then they lost to Ohio State the next week.
But they
Badger
didn't- they
football.
still went
And
to
then
the
they
Big
couldn't
Ten
spike it in time in the Rose Bowl
In a
against
row.
Oregon.
I was at that game.
Yeah.
So 800-990-3776. Give us your most painful Wisconsin losses. Any sports team in this state that you are, where were you when it was a gut punch?
I mean, but don't you think the Duke game? I know you were gone.
I'm going to get there,
Yeah,
Craig.
I'm
Let me
saying,
tease
I don't know,
something
the Kentucky
around here.
game might
Yeah.
hurt worse.
Damn, that Kentucky game.
Well, now you're doing that to get under my skin.
No.
That Kentucky
I actually
game.
think I was at both. I think the Kentucky game, and I know it probably hurt you more, but
Trayvon Jackson.
that game was
No, it was their only 3 of the game.
Yeah,
they were 0 for 4
Right,
from
but
3.
Jackson shot at the end of the game.
It's
that ball
not
should have
that.
been in your hands.
No, they put a 6'7" athletic guy on me. I wasn't going to see the ball at 6'2".
Ben, I don't think you understand that shot. Was a
Harrison's
dagger. I turned after the game.
Kyle, I know. I was on the floor. I was on the right wing. It was gonna hit the rim. In my mind,
was there.
they shot it. He was gonna get the. It was gonna hit the rim.
No, but
I was gonna
Kyle's
get the
from
rebound.
Wisconsin. You're from Illinois.
I was
You don't
sitting-
understand.
watching
Ben,
that game.
I was 6 for 6 from the line in that 80,000 people stadium. I was going to be 8 for 8, and I was going to a national championship. We relive these painful moments next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Council bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, I don't know, soliloquy? Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil.
Vigil. A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at TPC Scottsdale, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through February 28th. Your winter chance to play TPC Scottsdale awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Food's here at Quick Trip, and it's ready when you are. Hungry and on the go? How about a corn dog? Crispy, golden cornmeal batter coating around a juicy hot dog. So delicious. Craving pizza? Quick Trip's Pothole Pizza is just what you need. Thin, crispy crust and a savory sauce, piled high with a blend of cheese. Food's here. Fuel up at your one-stop shop for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Each year, more than 23,000 kids experience cardiac arrest, and nearly 20% are infants. Every second counts in a cardiac emergency. Did you know performing CPR on a child or infant can double or even triple their chances of survival? This Heart Month, the American Heart Association and 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee urge you to learn child and infant CPR and be ready to save the lives of those you love. Know CPR so you are ready when you bring your baby home, ready as your child grows, and ready when it matters most. To learn more, visit heart.org.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now is the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
Get up, Marquette Nation.
He lobs for Lowry.
Launch to launch. The Launch Brothers.
That might
connected.
be, yes.
Tonight, it's 16th ranked Marquette on the road against Villanova. Our game day coverage starts at 5:30 with Brian D. and the Marquette Sports Network pregame show. Tip-off with Homer and Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith gets started at 6 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is your official home for Marquette basketball. We are Marquette.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All right, because of the USA-Canada ending yesterday where it was a gut punch to my stomach, first 3 minutes of overtime, it looked like USA was going to find a way. They had plenty of chances. And then somehow the best hockey player in the world right now, Connor McDavid, who sucked all game, was wide open in the slot. He could have spun around, jumped around. He was so wide open. No goalie was stopping the shot that ended the game for the USA.
That was upper 90, wasn't it?
Upper 90, top right shelf. Now, with that.
Hockey guy.
Again, I gave my hockey resume yesterday, and
It wasn't your hockey resume. It was your father's hockey resume.
Well, I played.
What they call the Three
You
Amigos?
played hockey?
Yeah,
It's a winter sport. You play basketball.
I know, but I'm saying I hated getting up at 5 a.m. to put on all that gear. I'm too soft for that. Way too soft.
You weren't built for it.
Good skater, good skill, too soft for
So
hockey.
again, I say you didn't give your resume. You gave your father's resume and your uncle's.
Well, now I'm
resume.
giving my resume.
You stunk.
No, I was good because no one was physical that young age. I could skate. I was very skilled. I could score. Just not built for the cold and the toughness of the rest of it moving forward, which is why I chose basketball. So that being said, I got a top 5 here. Top 5 most painful losses. And some of this might be one of my favorite words, POM, prisoner of the moment. But I do want to know from you, as we have a couple calls and texts already, painful Wisconsin moments that stick with you. And there are some that are coming in that I have not even thought of. So if you want to dig deep on this, I'd love to hear all the responses from KBN Nation on the Carbless Talk and text line, 800-990-3776. What Wisconsin sports loss was so painful that it still bothers you to this day? Without further ado, here's my top 5. Because I guess I've learned I should go 5 to 1. Is that how you do these, Trophy? Start with 5, go to 1. Number 5, I'm going to go prisoner of the moment. I'm going to go yesterday. Just because, again, it might not be fair, but golly gee, do I love America, and golly gee, did I want that win so bad. The intros, the aura, the Arizioni with Gretzky, with the way that they produced that on ESPN, I was geeked. This loss stunk. Number 4, 2020 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you tell me that the best offense in the NFL is going to pick off Tom Brady 3 times in the second half alone, and that team's not going to find a way to win at home, and then Matt LaFleur makes a one-score game, the way that all transpired, Scotty Miller over the head of Kevin King, that one hurt. That one absolutely hurt. I still feel like that was the year the Green Bay Packers should have won a Super Bowl post Seattle, which I will get to. I know Craig said it's not on there. The way that they were up 2-0, and I know it's not a game, it's just the whole series to me. You were up 2-0 in a prime Giannis era, prime Chris era Bucks team, in which you were up 2-0 and lost 4 straight games. And they had like Pascal Siakam, obviously Kawhi Leonard, but it wasn't like they were starstruck. They had a good coach, and then the Warriors were hurt. They were ripped to shreds. That was a perfect opportunity for Giannis to get an early championship in his early career. That is number 3 on the list.
Hold on. What was number 5 again?
Number 5 was yesterday. USA, Canada.
Oh.
I said I'm being prisoner of the moment.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. It can suck, but it's my list. You give me your list.
Number 4 is what?
The 2020 NFC Championship game against the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Number 2, Sal Frelick.
Huh?
I know it's just a wild card game.
This is so pommy.
It's so pommy. It's so
This
prisoner
is
of the
a
moment.
horrible list.
Just let me go with my horrible list, okay? Then give me your good list at 800-990-3776. Devin Williams, Airbender, Pete Alonso.
This is number 2.
I'm sitting Strofe, I'm rocking my baby 8 months after the game, and I'm still thinking about Frelick's home run to right, high-fiving people.
He's the best. I agree.
Thinking they could have had a Diamondbacks run to the World Series. The team was fun. It was for Uke. Like the whole thing, the pizzazz around this team, moving on from Council, Pat Murphy was amazing. Ukers calling games barely alive. Like the whole thing would have been amazing for him if they would have won that series and had another chance at the crack at it. Crack at the bat. Good pun. Number 1's the 2014-15 NFC Championship game, Seattle. That should be number 1 for everyone. It should be, because they should have won the Super Bowl in 2014-15. That is my list. There are some bad ones and there are some good ones. Pick it apart. I'll get to the texts. I'll get to Kyle Wallace. I'll get to Alex Schroff. Moments that you felt a knife to the heart when Wisconsin sports teams lost. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and text line. I will get to you, KBN Nation, next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Baseball season. So close you could almost smell it.
Off the top of the wall and out of here! Garrett Mitchell, a go-ahead two-run home run in the bottom of the 8th inning.
The Brewers are back on the field for spring training. Catch Cactus League action right here on 94.5 ESPN Sunday, February 23rd.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust. Get your Golden Eagles essentials by opening Marquette checking from Wintrust today.
The 16th ranked Golden Eagles led by as many as 31 as they dominated Seton Hall 80-56 at Fiserv Forum to sweep the season series with the Pirates. Senior guard Cam Jones led 3 MU players in double figures with a game-high 14 points to go along with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. But it was his effort on the defensive end of the court that impressed head coach Shaka Smart.
I really thought Cam Jones on the defensive end gave us a lot of effort. Him being plus 31, I think, is a testament to the way he played on both ends of the floor.
Junior big man Ben Gold hit double digits with 10 points and 6 rebounds and snapped a 6-game skid from deep with a pair of 3-pointers. Marquette improves to 20-6 overall and 11-4 in Big East play. They visit Villanova on Friday night.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, and the official bank of Marquette University.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
2 things you might not expect to hear from Macy's. 1, new spring arrivals are here right now at 20 to 30% off. So brighten up your winter with blazers, jeans, flats, and more up to 30% off. And 2, when you come into the store, Macy's has free personal stylists. You can book a free appointment, tell them what you're looking for, and find great deals with great advice too. So head into Macy's today, because the one thing that you probably did expect is that these deals won't be around for long. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The second half of the basketball season is here, and the race to the playoffs is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in as the league's best fight for playoff positioning. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40-plus states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code WI. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code WI on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for just playing. Guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All right, what game hurt you the most? The gut punch. Let's get to KBN Nation now. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Stevie does mention that Ben's list is good. It's just focused on is what basically hurt most recently. Probably fair.
Palm!
4th and 26 was unreal. I think it could absolutely be the worst. John in Milwaukee. I can't remember the year, but when Wisconsin men's Badger team lost to Steph Curry in the tournament, that was a bummer. I can tell you exactly when it was because I was being recruited by Davidson. And believe it or not, I was rooting for Davidson because Wisconsin wasn't recruiting me at the time.
I think that was that 2009?
2008 Ford Field. I was sick as ever after that game.
We weren't at Ford because that was in the Sweet 16, wasn't it? Because then they went on to beat. They went on
at
to lose
Ford Field. I was there.
We played Ford Field for the elite for Sweet 16.
Yeah, Ford Field.
That seems
Sweet 16.
That seems extravagant for a Sweet 16 game.
I mean, they've done Sweet 16s at Lucas Oil in Indianapolis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do some big places. We get some 2024 Brewers, which I had mentioned. 4th and 26 lot, and then one that we should have mentioned that I should have had the list is obviously the 2018 Game 7 against the Dodgers.
Yeah, that one stung.
Let's go to Kyle in Kenosha on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Kyle, what pained you that still you can't sleep from?
Well, I do agree with number one, but I'm adding one to the list that hurt me a lot. 2015 overtime loss to the Arizona Cardinals.
Is that the famous
kickball?
It was the
Jeff Janis
game, overtime, the Hail Mary, all of that.
That was when Aaron Rodgers. No, that wasn't the kickball game. That was a different one.
No, that was the Hail Mary to Janis. And
that was the Larry Fitzgerald shovel pass.
Larry Fitzgerald.
I was in Europe at the time. I was in England, and I remember I was in Italy.
Now,
so I remember watching that game.
We must appreciate the olds of KBN Nation. We love the olds. The olds are chiming in with a good one. Pat from Kenosha, your number one is in the top 5. That was the Seattle 2014-15 NFC Championship game. However, the number one gut punch to all Wisconsin fans was losing Game 7 of the 1982 series to the Cardinals after leading going into the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, that's a tough one I hear about. And I think it wouldn't be as tough if the Brewers went on to win a World Series, but that has been the closest the Milwaukee Brewers as an organization have been to winning a World Series.
Personally, obviously, I didn't put it in there, but selfishly, losing to Kentucky in the Sweet 16 in or in the Final Four in Dallas when we were up 2 and Aaron Harrison hits a 3 with about 7 seconds left after they hadn't made a 3 all game long.
Yeah, Badgers give us a lot of heartbreak in the tournament.
And then obviously in 2015, there's a lot of people who would agree with me that Winslow absolutely touched the ball. I still have pictures.
100%.
I mean, like, what do you mean? It's indisputable evidence.
Yeah,
his finger bends because of the ball.
Didn't they look at it too and still gave it to him?
They look at it.
Cheaters.
I mean, insane.
Cheaters.
Insane.
And the momentum shifted at that point.
Insane. This is wild, but I take all responses. I know Strofe is going to love this. Let's go to Joe in Milwaukee on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Good. How are you?
Joe.
This one was painful to watch in person. I was at the Bradley Center, and I believe it was in the 1990s when the world heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan took on my favorite wrestler, Ric Flair, with Bobby Heenan at his side. The match itself was a technical match, except for Hulk Hogan. As you know, he was a brawler. He was never really a wrestler.
Wait. The WWE is scripted. We can't throw this into heartbreak.
Listen here. It's sports entertainment.
It's sports entertainment.
You're right, Joe.
Get it right.
You're right, Joe. It is sports. It's sports entertainment.
And what happened was that Bobby Heenan handed Ric Flair a pair of brass knuckles and knocked out the champ and pinned him 1, 2, 3.
Joe, has anybody ever told you? Joe, has anybody ever told you? You sound oddly familiar. You sound a lot like Jesse the Body Ventura, the former WWE wrestler and Minnesota governor.
I wish I had his money, that's for sure.
Joe, you know what's
Don't
crazy?
we all?
Joe, you know what's crazy about this is growing up as a kid in the 90s, I went to almost every single WWF event that happened in the 90s when I could. This match was in 1991. I was thinking to myself, I said, I don't recall this. That was a 1991 match at the Bradley Center. So I was too young to go.
Do you know who Ric Flair has been? Woo! Do you know who Hulk Hogan is?
Of course I know Hulk Hogan.
Do you know who Bobby the Brain Heenan is?
No, I was more of WWF, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock.
This is that era.
Attitude era. No, it's not. That's
a little bit before.
They're the before. That's the before.
I
era.
thought you were a WWE guy. You don't know your history?
It's WWF to you all.
Yeah, that would be WWF at that point, yes.
Yes, as Donnie from DeForest chimes in, pro wrestling is not a damn sport. People are idiots.
Norski Nation. Shout out to Donnie.
You hear DeForest and you just shout out mascots.
Norski Nation.
We'll continue to take your... Okay, so Strofe, real quick. Did we miss anything?
I mean...
Yes, we did.
Surprisingly...
All right, then in 2 minutes, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe, and KBN Nation keep coming at me with the gut punches as Wisconsin sports fans that you still lose sleep over. The losses that hurt you the most. 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. We'll be back with Kyle and Strofe's answers in 2 minutes.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday night, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
It's the biggest savings event of the year. Menards' 11% rebate sale is here. Save big money on everything you need for any project. We've got something for everyone. Homeowners, contractors, DIYers, the kids, and even grandma. Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
11% mail-in rebate is a merchandise credit check. Good on future in-store purchases. See menards.com for details.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
All right, let's get to Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe. My name is Ben Brust, and we will still get to you, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. Do we wipe all WWE and F references to gut punches in sports that you lose sleep over?
Oh, really? I had John Cena on here 3 times.
Okay, all right. 800-990-ESPN, Carbless Talking text line. The gut punches of Wisconsin sports fandom. First, let's go to Kyle Wallace with the ones that we have missed from the text line, from the callers, from YouTube.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know about you all, but I have trauma when it comes to Rose Bowls. I grew up loving Rose Bowls because it's like...
We didn't go down this alley.
All I could remember as a kid is the Wisconsin Badgers winning the Rose Bowls. I remember being at my grandma's house on like New Year's Day, and I believe Ryan Dane was running up and down the field on UCLA. Like I remember good Rose Bowl games. And so for me overall, as a kid, I just remember the Badgers winning Rose Bowls. And then as I became a young adult, all I can remember is 4. Yeah, you look at me like that.
Well, when I was in school, there's 3 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. You had TCU that we lost.
Oregon, Stanford.
Oregon and Stanford. Exactly. All one-score games. Whether it was
Where's the 4th?
When we played against Oregon again with Justin Herbert.
You're right.
And we lost a one-score
Yo,
game.
he played so bad. He did everything with his legs.
He did everything
The Badgers
with his
had
legs.
3 turnovers on their own side of the football field and still had a chance to win.
Wisconsin.
They did not play good Badger football back when they were supposed to play good Badger football. Now we don't play any Badger football.
We have not had a Rose Bowl win in 30 years. Almost, I think it's 30 years this year. It will be 30 years this year or next year, something like that. But we haven't had a Rose Bowl win, so that is always painful. So now I have post-traumatic stress syndrome from having these Rose Bowls. But then on top of that as well, how could we not talk about the 2001 Game 7 Milwaukee Bucks NBA Finals, Eastern Conference Finals against the 76ers, where actually I think Donahue was a referee in that game who eventually got banned from Donahue. A ban from refereeing that game. That one was a stinger, and that one absolutely hurts. Another one that ended a dynasty, or a potential dynasty. I thought it was going to be a dynasty.
I don't know about a dynasty. That's a little strong.
No. This one, Terrell Owens catching the touchdown against the Green Bay Packers.
I did see T.O. on the text line.
You may not. You were either in diapers or not even diapers. You for sure in diapers or not even born. Your mom was tummy at the time. It was the 98-99 season, so I believe it was 1999.
I was born in December of 98.
There you are.
Oh,
wow.
gosh.
You were wetting yourself. 100%.
Sure was, yeah.
Couldn't do anything. That one definitely
Eat, sleep, poop.
stings.
Alex Strofe.
Yeah, that one definitely
Still
stings.
how I operate.
And then the one that you didn't talk about is the 2008 NFC Championship game. Brett Favre.
I have not seen that one.
No, it was 2008. That was in 2008. That was
calendar year.
Calendar year 2007. Then I did
2008.
see 07 Favre interception.
Yeah, that is Brett Favre. That was his last game as a Packer.
That was his last throw as a Packer.
Yes, and he was looking freezing. It was cold. That game still stings to the core because at that point, that was it. That was the last time we would see Brett Favre in a Green Bay Packers.
Jerry Rice fumble that was not called a fumble from Billy and Sussex on the Carblitz talking text line.
I wrote, not articles. I wrote papers about that. How
in school?
The NFL needs instant replay, and I referenced the fact that was a fumble. That was an absolute fumble in that game.
800-990-3776. I see him coming in the Carblitz talking text line. I'll keep getting to them. Before we get to John and Elkhorn, I'd like to hear if Alex Strofe has any that we've missed out on.
Yeah, I've got 3 we haven't mentioned yet, and they all cracked my top 5. I will go 5-1. You touched on 2 of these. Number 5 is the Kentucky game, your final college basketball game.
One sucked, man.
I just talked about it. I don't need to talk about it again.
It hurt me more than probably hurt you.
It hurt me more than it hurt both of you.
I'm going to be
combined
pouring a strong one tonight.
Number 4, you mentioned it, the 2018 NLCS against the Dodgers. The Brewers had a 2-1 lead in that series. Went 7 games.
Who did Chris Taylor rob? Is it Yelly?
I don't. But the Brewers.
I remember.
The Brewers won Game 6 to force a Game 7, didn't
That's
they?
correct.
They did.
They were up 2-1. They lost.
Forced a Game 7
in a row.
The pitcher got robbed from a home run too.
That's right.
Was Giovanni?
No, it wasn't.
No.
I was going to say Giovanni's a good pitcher to hit.
I mean, this should be like we should know this. We're idiots.
The pitcher that got robbed, like he had a home run, he was going to hit.
Robbed home run. I got it, Strofe. You go down your list.
Number 3 was 2003, 4th and 26 against the Eagles. That overtime game in the wild card round.
Yeah, that sucked. I don't know if we're going to win the Super Bowl that year. That sucked.
I don't either. But to be up by a field goal, have it down to whatever it was, a minute 10. And then Donovan McNabb fights Freddie Mitchell for whatever it was, like a 30-yard game on 4th and 26.
FedEx Freddie, is that his name? Or UPS man? He was one.
Yeah, no good. Number 2 on my list is the 2015 Badgers National Championship game against Duke.
That one sucked. I was in Chicago watching
Justice Winslow, member of the Wisconsin Herd now. He touched it. Yeah, number 1 is the 2014 NFC.
Well, it was Chris Taylor who robbed Christian Yelich that keeps coming up. So I think it might not have been a robbed home run. It might have been a pitcher who hit a home run. Unless I'm losing my mind. Someone please help me on the talk and text line. It was Woodruff. Woodruff became the only third.
So Woodruff hit a home run in that game?
Off of Kershaw.
Silence is fantastic. All right.
October 13th, 2018, Woodruff hits home run off Kershaw in game 1. At least I knew it wasn't losing my mind. John and Elkhorn, you're up on the Carblitz talk and text line. List is more.
All right. I just want to agree with you guys about the Brandon Woodruff home run. That was absolutely electric to watch live. Also,
were you there?
About Hart. No, I was on TV with my dad.
Well, either way,
I wish I was there.
Great.
But about the Heartbreakers, personally, it was just this past season when Devin Williams absolutely blew the game to a home run to Pete Alonso. How do you not know you're tipping your pitches?
Yeah, I did see videos, especially for those of you who are baseball nerds. John Boy, who does the lip reading stuff, he went deep into the grip position of the way he was holding his mitt and the way it was turned certain ways when the airbender was coming versus the fastball. Not a great way to end the season.
New York's problem now.
New York's. You see him shave. He had to shave. He's a Yankee now.
Well, he can grow it back.
I know, but he's like clean.
Yeah, he looks different.
Very, very different. Did we miss anything? I want to cover everything.
I think the Super Bowl loss to the Broncos. Was that brought up?
No, it wasn't, but that one sucked.
They were 10-point favorites in that game.
Kyle still hates the Broncos.
And I'm pretty sure John Elway only threw for like 120 yards in that game.
Yeah, he jumped like a helicopter and scored a touchdown. I remember that, boy. My cousin Deshaun, he was just celebrating.
I'm just trying to think sport by sport, season by season, team by team.
I mean, the Brewers 2011 NLCS
this one did hurt as a former Wisconsin Badger. Back-to-back Sweet 16s.
Oh,
Florida.
I know what I did. Florida and Notre Dame.
Florida and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Nigel got the ball stripped from him.
There was like a Hispanic or Puerto Rican name guy hit the shot. What was his name? Souza?
Chioza.
Oh, my God.
What'd you say?
Suoza.
Suoza?
Listen.
Close.
Chioza!
That's another one, Ben. I turned the TV off. I never forget that one because I'm sitting there watching. I'm excited. And then, Nigel could have fouled him, but he didn't. The boy shoots the shot. He makes it, and I literally get up. I turn the TV off, and I go head downtown.
At least you left your home.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, all right. That's it.
And that's it for everything that I can think of.
And this all comes from, wait a minute. This all stems from,
is this that doesn't really actually matter?
Oh, shut up, Strofe. Pride in just wanting to do good for your...
The NHL All-Star break it was number 5 on Ben Brust's list.
Hell yeah.
The NHL All-Star
USA, the greatest country in the world.
Your list sucked.
I know it sucked, but look at all the great answers that are coming in now from KBN Nation because I sucked. It's what I do. I opened up the opportunity for everyone to be smarter than me.
That's
and
good.
It's not very hard to do. Just show up every day and it ends up happening. What I'd like to do is hear from Brad Nortman, Mr. Worldwide Brad Nortman, as I will give Strofe a second as he's manning the phones right now. Just think if you had a gut punch of Wisconsin sports team loss, Should we go to Stevie in Oak Creek before Bradley? Let's go to Stevie in Oak Creek on the Carlos Talk and Text line.
All right, fellas, I got to talk about this. You didn't even bring up Zach Showalter making the beautiful shot to even get us to overtime. Just for Chioza to make it and cancel it all out.
I know, but that's the thing is like, so I'm going to make it about myself, which I always do, Stevie. Love the call.
Cool.
The reason why the Michigan game, in which I hit the half-court shot, it's like because we won the game, I think it's remembered more. The reason why the Showalter moment was awesome in the moment, but isn't as big of a moment anymore, is because they lost the game. And so I remember when I hit the half-court shot, the first thing I said in the huddle is, we need to win this game. Because first off, we needed wins. We weren't that good that year. We were a 5 seed, but it was like a grind. We should have missed the tournament.
That was the year you lost to Henderson and Ole Miss, right?
Very good.
I couldn't stand him. I hate Marshall. Don't hate Marshall Henderson.
Well, I do.
I dislike him. And he's on. He looked like he was on drugs back then. I think he might be on drugs now. Is it right?
Mark and Tosa here. Did anyone say Game 6 loss to the Cardinals in the NLDS?
DS. I'm thinking CS back in 2011, I think.
Nobody said it, but it's not ringing too many bells over here. I believe we don't have a guest coming up next, but we got a lot to get to. I have a story about being absolutely nagged by my fiance this morning.
Can I ask you a question? How annoying was it seeing Marshall Henderson do that stupid thing?
The tongue thing?
Yeah, and he put his hand on his head. Was that annoying?
You know what's annoying is he didn't even play that well that game. If you look at his numbers, he just he had a good stretch in the second half.
You know what mattered
is that I went to Vegas on spring break and he continued. They lost the next round, which is stupid.
Yeah, but
you know why that sucked?
Played the next round.
Yeah, but you know what was stupid is?
What was stupid, Ben?
If we would have won, we would have played it was an upset. It was like a 13 seed that we would have played.
Yeah, you would have played a 13 because it was 4-13. That's right.
We were 5-12 and 4-13, so it would have been a great road to a Sweet 16. But
and he's not
more
on
reasons
drugs. He's doing okay.
I believe the first place Marshall Henderson went to, he played professionally in Iraq his first year out of college.
That's wild.
Isn't that wild?
Kyle goes, he might be on drugs now. 3 minutes later. He's not on drugs. He's okay.
No, he looked like he fit into Mississippi. I'll just leave it at that.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, too. We got stories for you coming up next on Kyle Bruss Nortman. But let's hear from Mr. Worldwide, Brad Nortman. He'll be back with us Monday.
Well, KBN Nation, wherever I am on the globe, you know I'm enjoying a carbless in my hand, which is what I'm doing right now. Zero sugar, 0 carbs, 0 gluten. That means 0 guilt. 100 calories per can and made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. It's going to satisfy that tequila, vodka, rum cocktail that you're craving, that I'm craving. They've already changed the game when it comes to all of their flavors, all the different vodka, rum, tequila cocktails, whether it comes to lime or black raspberry, or the classic cocktails like margarita and Moscow Mule. But listen to this, the 5 new flavors of 2025. Mango, love me some mango, and the Tropical Bliss 4-pack. Grapefruit, blood orange, watermelon, raspberry. I've tried them. I love them all. No surprise there. Carbliss knocks it out of the park once again. They're going to make any night that you want to kick back, relax, just like me, a night to remember. Go out there, try the Tropical Bliss package, the new mango flavor. There's so much more, continuing to show why less is more with Carbliss.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting off with a little bit of action, 41 southbound at North Avenue. We've got the 2 left lanes blocked with a crash. That's making for a nasty delay all the way back to Appleton Avenue, so be careful with that. Westbound 94 slowing down from 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Also seeing delays southbound 43 from just south of Keefe all the way down past Cedar Street. And check the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Mostly clear skies, a low of 12 at the lakefront, 7 inland. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 29. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Will Myles Garrett be in Green Bay next season?
You add a Myles Garrett without giving up a ton, all of a sudden now you start looking, well, then they got Edgerrin Cooper at the next level. Oh, and then they got Xavier McKinney at the next level. The Packers have an opportunity here to make the big splash, and I think they should go and do it.
Stay up to date on all your Packers off-season news with Wilde and Tausch. Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
The wait is over. Brewers baseball is back. Time to pick your Brewers games and get back to the ballpark for tailgate traditions and walk-off wins. Be here for opening day. Come back for the big games and the best giveaways. Where else would you want to be? Brewers tickets for the 2025 season are on sale now. That's opening day and every game, all summer long. Get on board for the show today. Grab your seats at brewers.com/ticket finder.
Each year, more than 23,000 kids experience cardiac arrest, and nearly 20% are infants. Every second counts in a cardiac emergency. Did you know performing CPR on a child or infant can double or even triple their chances of survival? This Heart Month, the American Heart Association and 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee urge you to learn child and infant CPR and be ready to save the lives of those you love. Know CPR so you are ready when you bring your baby home, ready as your child grows, and ready when it matters most. To learn more, visit heart.org.
Finding the special healthcare resources families need just got easier. Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network helps kids with delays, disabilities, special healthcare needs, and mental health conditions. Call toll-free 877-947-2929. Ask questions. Get answers. Connect today toll-free 877-947-2929. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Champs Americana in Brookfield, the Sandlots of Salem in Salem Lakes, Kelly's Bleachers Big Ben, Magoo's on the Mound in Milwaukee, and Curly's Waterfront Sports Bar and Grill in Pewaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, and Alex Strofe here with you. Brad Nortman will be back on Monday, allegedly.
Maybe.
He might take another vacation that we don't know about.
Brad's been he's been absent for real.
I don't even it's literally Kyle Bruston Strofe. It's literally for the last 2 weeks. It's
actually for the most part of this year, I would say that
it's been us.
Yeah. How does it feel to have Strofe be on the show more than you and Brad in 2025?
Kyle, as you've learned working with me both on this show and Sunday Karma, you and I are guys that show up.
Oh my God.
That's
I'm
true.
not doing this.
Ben's only here today because his fiance's sick.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's here.
Or you would have abandoned us.
And I would have
like you did
I would have
always.
been at a wedding in St. Louis. I'd be driving 6 hours right now. You think I'd want to be driving 6 hours right now?
Yes, you would, because you were going to go to a
excited
wedding.
to go to the wedding. I know how crushed you were.
Yeah.
So, speaking of sick fiance, a couple things happened.
Uh-oh.
She's turned the corner for the good.
Oh, good.
That is
She's back.
great.
She's back,
She's got
baby.
some
Come on.
energy. The IV drip work.
Yes, I did get her an IV drip.
Yeah.
You
Wow,
know.
what a great fiance you are.
Yeah.
So, all right. And I know she's listening.
Uh-oh.
And that's okay.
Thread that needle, brother.
I'm gonna thread it perfectly. Essentially, we haven't talked for like 5 days.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
That's
Because she can't. Like, she's just like literally been sick, sleeping all the time. So like and so because she's got a little energy, she's like, "Do you mind if I watch the USA Canada game with you?"
Oh, that's so sweet.
And of course, like
really sweet.
very sweet. But of course, I'm like, absolutely, of course. She starts listening to voice memos out loud. She's on TikTok. She's playing it out loud. I'm locked in. When the USA scores, I'm like, goal! Yes! It's like, shh, baby, sleep. There's a sound machine for that.
Oh, she shushed you in your own
She's
house.
shushing me.
Uh-oh.
I'm locked in. My heart's racing. My blood's pumping.
Aren't you glad she's feeling better? That's your wife.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad.
No,
you're not mad.
I'm not mad.
I'll have your side a little bit. I mean, I'm glad she's healthy and back on the couch and chilling with you. But I mean, you can't shush America.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't shush greatness.
Baby's got a sound machine up there. She's gonna sleep right through me. And by the way, I wasn't even loud. And like, I know I can be loud, but I wasn't Ben loud.
Even if you woke the baby up, it was for a great cause. Red, white, and blue.
Guess how I know when she woke up that she was just about fully healed?
What happened?
I've never been nagged more in my life than this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's back.
This is 90 seconds after he said, "I'm going to thread this needle perfectly."
She's back, everybody.
And then he throws the word nag around.
She's back.
Now, I don't want to get you in
Don't
trouble.
put those clothes over there. Make sure they go in the hamper.
Okay, so
your freedom's gone.
So she wants to be clean.
Yeah.
No,
now we're like,
what a crime by her.
All weekend, it's going to be laundry.
Oh,
it's
what
going
a
to be
crime.
this. It's going to be that.
No,
every linen, every ounce or speck of dust will be gone. I'm like Annie from the play. It's a hard knock life for me
You know
this
what you should say
weekend.
to her? Oh, you're feeling better. You're spending the day at home.
She's been sick for 5 days. I ain't that stupid. You're so dumb.
Strofe, you would have been.
Now I'm complaining, but I'm not that stupid.
No, you eat it. But no, I'm agree with you because usually what happens is, and I love women. I love my
and
woman.
we love our ladies.
But let me tell you something. When they be down and out for a little bit, they be down and out, and you take care of them.
She was on a -5 out of 10 on the scale this morning. 11 out of 10.
As soon as they get an ounce,
she was Strofe energy.
As soon as they get an ounce of energy,
what's that mean?
They all of a sudden want to nag. I tell you,
annoying energy.
Yeah.
What do I do that's so annoying to you?
It's not. It's just a joke. You're
really
so
gotta stop
sensitive.
hurting
This
my
is the
feelings.
Gen Z thing.
Just like Kyle's girl says,
you're nagging. You're nagging.
You
Shut
need
up.
You need to stop picking on me.
Stop with all that. You do,
I have a condition.
Yeah, my girlfriend does say he has a condition.
Yes. Have you talked about this?
I had heart surgery 23 years ago.
I know. And apparently you came out of this heart surgery with a great metabolism, and you have it's so crazy that you got heart surgery 23 years ago, and somehow you're healthier because of it. Healthier than Kyle and I. It's fascinating.
It is crazy.
But the icing on the cake was, I was like, hey, I'm taking her to daycare. I know you're staying home.
Mm-hmm.
She's still coughing a little bit. I was like, should we take some medicine and pack it just in case? And so she brings down, the Tylenol or the Motrin or whatever it is, and the syringe that you use for the baby is cleaned up and cleaned over at the kitchen. So I started the car because I like to start the car to make sure baby girl
is nice and warm
for her.
Comfortable.
Of course, there's snow on my shoes. The amount of times that I've walked around in this household with shoes on that have left a mark, I have been every time. Why are you walking around with shoes on that are wet? And then she goes, she comes down the stairs, and I'm waiting on the carpet. She goes, why didn't you go get the syringe?
Waiting on the carpet? What do you mean waiting on the carpet? Oh, because you took your shoes off.
No, I'm waiting on the carpet where you would have shoes at the front door.
Got it.
And so she comes down and was like, why didn't you get the syringe? I said, because I'd be walking around the house with the wet shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she goes gets the syringe. I put the Motrin or Tylenol and the syringe in my pocket of my jacket.
You should know what you're giving your child.
She goes, are you going to remember to give that to the daycare person?
Ooh.
And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm out of here. Time to go to work.
Oh, you a good one. You a good one. You definitely a good one because you don't give lip back. I give lip back.
Nah, I didn't give lip. I was like, you know what? I've been a great father, other than Wednesday when I sent somebody home to take care of my daughter for me. Outside of that, I've been super dad.
I would have said, listen, I love you, baby, but I have been taking care of you for the last 5 days.
He wasn't taking care of her, though, Kyle.
4 days. I'm sorry.
4 out of 5 days I took care of her.
I got
4 out of 5 days,
Their friend put their baby to bed, and she's on her sick bed.
Yeah, and I stole her covers.
This was brewing.
And then he threw money at the problem and said, go get an IV drip.
You know what's funny?
Let's stop acting like he's been a freaking saint.
You know what's funny about this trophy is on Wednesday when he abandoned his family and he said that she didn't care. No, she was just too sick to care. It was all just deposited in the back of her memory.
She was practically unconscious.
Yeah. when she came to her senses and got healthier.
Unconscious.
Yeah, she realized that you did just such a weird thing.
Yeah,
basically. I don't know why you're trotting around being like, well, I was a saint all week. I could be a little bit messy if I want to. You left her. You stole their covers. You didn't even pay somebody to babysit your child when she was literally physically incapable of doing such.
I told that person today, Strofe. I told that person who helped us, I said, you got an IOU for me, okay? You got an IOU.
She's never going to cash in because she doesn't trust you with anything important.
No, she just won't cash it in because she won't remember, which is why I gave her an IOU.
That's probably true. She seemed like she was, I asked her about, she seemed very, very ecstatic to be with the baby.
She was. She's like, I get some baby cuddles.
I told her, keep that same energy.
That's cute.
What I did is I did the youngest child thing. I find the person and I mooch up and I figure out who take advantage is the wrong word, but you guys gotta know where I'm going for. Find the low hanging fruit.
You use people.
Use is the wrong word. I'm resourceful.
Would you rather be used or called the low-hanging fruit? I think low-hanging fruit is more.
I don't know. Well, you don't want to be called either. First,
I mean, but you say you're the low-hanging fruit. That's just like, oh wow, I am the worst person here. I'm the softest person here. Where I got used. Oh, you use me. Well, I'm not gonna let you use me again.
Yeah,
but no,
if you're getting used, you feel like you're at least. I mean, you're usable, right? So
no, I feel like
you can provide value.
That's better than being the low-hanging fruit. And Ben Brust is very much a guy where if you can't provide me anything positive,
see you later. Sayonara. Not going to talk to you.
Very transactional.
He is. No wonder you don't call him a friend.
Oh, come on, guys. You know I got a big heart at the end of the day.
You have a heart.
Yeah.
A heart that beats. That's it.
I have a fake heart.
You have a surgically repaired heart.
I have a fake stent. Yeah.
Do you have a pacemaker?
No.
You have a stent?
I do.
Does it work?
Yeah, it was a pig stent.
Oh, wow. You have a pig in your body?
No, that's just a joke I've said for a long time. No, it's just,
And
I
it
don't know
worked.
what it is.
Good joke. Pig stent.
Well, people called me Pig Heart in high school because there was a rumor in high school because I transferred high schools. And all the kids thought I had a pig heart.
This scrawny little
so
kid.
People called me Pig Heart.
So
that heart's barely pumping. Look how he's like 90 pounds.
I got bullied. People call me Pig Heart.
So randomly calls you Pig Heart.
Yeah.
So you told
hey,
the
Pig
story.
Heart.
Not Braveheart.
They didn't
Pig
call
Heart.
me Strofe. They called me Pig Heart.
Wait. Talk about you. How did they hear about your heart story?
Because I think I was in a locker room. And somebody saw
Hey,
the
guys!
scar.
I'm new to the school.
Oh, you have a scar on your chest?
It's actually on my back. They popped my shoulder blade. I was really, I was like a chubby child, so they had to go through my back, and they popped my
like
shoulder
eat
blade.
cookies
Oh,
and
how
cake.
times have changed.
Yeah, right. So my scar is on my left shoulder blade.
Oh, wow.
I thought I saw you with a shirt off your scar right down the chest too.
Nope.
Why
I'll show you.
Why you have
Actually, yeah, on stream right now. I love good scar. Scars are tough.
I don't know if I want to see. Oh,
that's a nice scar.
Oh, it's so pale.
You are
Oh,
pale.
Goodness
I mean,
gracious.
you make Casper look like he's been to Hawaii and got a tan.
Get some sunlight.
Hey, so can I brag? See, before I said, maybe you could ask your girl since she's feeling better to do a little laundry today. I texted my girlfriend who works from home on Fridays. Hey, babe, aside from working from home, what are you up to today? She responded, doing your laundry and snuggling the dog.
Hey, he's got her trained up. Good job, Strofe.
That's the honeymoon phase.
No,
Kyle.
it's been more. Listen, they got into a little disagreement yesterday that I actually agreed with Strofe on. Strofe was 100% right, so she's listening.
You were hot?
I was hot.
If she's listening, Strofe was 100% right. 100% right. You should go with Strofe. He actually had a good idea for once. But the fact that she's folding up your clothes right now,
that means he got her.
He got her.
Good job,
Strofe.
buddy.
Thanks, guys.
We're
Appreciate
proud of you.
Yeah, appreciate
we're
you
proud
guys.
of you. And it's your time to shine coming up next. But first, I'm going to give away Frozen Pizza Friday. What a Friday. 3:30 on a Friday if you're driving around. It may be cold outside, but I can provide some warmth in the oven from the local grocer freezer. And that's with Palermo's Pizza, where we give away a Frozen Pizza Friday prize pack. And these are the best, the absolute best. If you're caller 10 and you hear Alex Strofe's voice and he says you're caller number 10, you're going to be a happy, happy person because you're going to have some pizzas to get, maybe a pizza cutter, maybe a nice little apron, maybe I don't know. They literally have a smorgasbord of stuff that they use for these Palermo's Pizza prize packs. So at 800-990-3776, if you're caller 10, you will be the Frozen Pizza Friday winner. With Screamin' Sicilian brands, Urban Pie, Neighborhood, they have it all. Palermo's is the best. Find it in your local grocer's freezer or be caller number 10 right now. 800-990-3776. Becoming relevant with Alex Strofe. Our tough pig heart. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys! His name is Coach Bud!
If he replicates
Coach Booty!
what Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
41 southbound, still dealing with a pretty nasty accident. 2 left lanes blocked at North Avenue, and that is making for a big delay all the way back to Appleton Avenue, so keep that in mind. We've got northbound with the looky-loos slowing down before Mayfair Road up to North Avenue. Southbound 43 slowing from Capitol Drive down to North Avenue, back on the brakes from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette. Westbound 94 slowing from about 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly clear with a low of 12 at the lake, 7 inland. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 29. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Are things getting a little stale? Need to bring back some excitement? Rekindle the romance and love your ride this month at Cunis. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships are showing the love with new vehicle specials you'll adore at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. From the affordable Buick Envista SUV to the rugged GMC Sierra pickup, they have vehicles for every budget. Thinking pre-owned? Visit your local dealership website for a sweetheart deal on one of our 10 pre-owned super specials and swipe right for service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Love your ride this month at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisBuickGMC.com.
Fingers come in different sizes.
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler.
And a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
Which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
the Ring Size Registry at Kessler's.
We're doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our Ring Size Registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size...
Because, maybe they want to surprise you.
All they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Been fun hanging with you this Friday, KVN Nation at 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe. They were dancing and singing together during the break like best friends.
We are best
They're getting
friends.
closer and closer every second.
I think you're cooler than me. I got designer shades just to hide your face.
All right. Let's get to becoming relevant.
Kyle. That was the wrong button, but Kyle.
What?
You're a very talented singer.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant. It's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
All right, we got to give credit to our guy at ESPN Beaver Dam, Wally Lukaczynski, who, for whatever reason, I don't know the story here, has to bowl today at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam as many pins as Sam Darnold had passing yards this past season.
Yeah, the connection point has been really tough for me.
Yeah, I haven't figured it out.
Did he lose a bet?
He lost a season-long pick-em bet, is my understanding.
So it must have been
but I don't know the tie to
Wisconsin
Sam
versus
Darnold.
Badgers.
All I know is he's going to be sore as hell tomorrow. He's been bowling since 10 a.m.
Dog, my
It's
wrist be sore.
3:37.
And he's not even close to done. He's almost a third of the way, or 3/4 of the way there.
Because Sam Darnold had, what,
And so it's
45?
4,319
So it's been about 6 hours, so he's pacing for 2 more hours.
at least. And he has to do a radio show in 20 minutes.
Which I probably, if they were smart, would just have him pop in and out and have some guests.
What do you mean
lined
if
up.
they're smart? What type of stuff is that?
Like,
he needs a break, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is they should have other guests for him. Like when I do this charity challenge shootout at Summerfest, you do play-by-play for me, Strofe, and I'll pop in and do like a hit here or there. But other than that, like, you know, he should be bowling.
We need to pay off our bets.
Is that on the Daily Dodge YouTube?
Yeah, Daily Dodge TV on YouTube. He is at 2,997 pins, but a big part of that is because he recently spun the
five times.
And he had a nice round. I mean, he got over 600, so he got over 100 that game.
Shout out to them. Still don't find the connection point, but I've enjoyed the content.
Can we pay off our bet?
Yes,
because Craig owes us some lunch.
We need to lead the way. You and I have to get waxed.
Yeah, I'm listen.
Brazilian wax.
KBN Nation. I've been losing some weight, and I am waking up looking in the mirror and thinking I look very handsome, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get clean shaved down yonder.
Okay, so a Brazilian wax.
It's the nether regions, bro.
So you've just got somebody fiddling down there?
Yeah,
someone's gonna touch something. She or he or whatever.
He, whoever is, they gonna have the opportunity to fiddle down and shave.
It's not a shave, though.
It's a wax.
It's gonna hurt. Fiddle around and wax.
It's gonna hurt more. It's gonna be more pain than you've ever been in.
Nah,
I don't know about that.
I tore my AC.
I just had the Novocaine and the split lip that I had. I don't think anything could be worse than that.
I look
like Novocaine's fine. Like it hurts a little bit at the dentist, but when my lip was split and they put that thing up the hole of the cut, I was like, ah!
You've been kicked where the sun don't shine, I imagine.
Yeah,
no,
we all have.
It won't hurt that bad.
Oh, it'll hurt
that's
worse
a
than
different
that.
pain.
Nah,
it'll hurt worse than
I'm just, TMI. I'm not a hairy guy, so this will be quick.
That is TMI.
That is a TMI.
That is way too much
That is a
What do you mean?
TMI.
I'm just saying.
And Brent chimes in the 262, who did make the donation. Right now, he's texting. He's about damn time, Kyle and Ben.
Brent, I've been trying to do it, man. I really want to do it when I was
We're going to do
on
it,
a
Brent.
vacation.
We're going to do it. You paid the money. It's going to a great cause, the MAC Fund. We're raising money for Gabe Neitzel, Greg Matzik, when they do 100 holes or as many holes as they can do, raising money for the MAC Fund. Wonderful cause.
I can't wait.
We got to come through.
I'm just curious, though. If we were to do a challenge like this, what sport would you pick? And what would you have to do? Like, for me, I'm thinking I got to do a perfect 301 game in darts. I feel like I could eventually do it.
No, I will be there for weeks.
Yeah, that's too hard.
That means you got to get how many bullseyes?
No, it means you literally can't mess up, otherwise you restart.
Yeah, because it's 3 triple 20s, like a bullseye, and a triple 17 or something. I don't know exactly what it is off the top of my head.
My record is 254 in bowling.
Oh, that's nice.
Going for a perfect game
300
would probably take 12 hours plus, though. But being able to restart if I don't get a strike would help.
Yeah, it would cut it down.
Yeah.
You just have to find a rhythm.
Just find that rhythm.
13 throw rhythm.
13 throw rhythm.
Anything with golfing will take me, or I should say anything. I can putt, but anything golf.
Well, I'm not asking for the anti-Kyle. I'm asking for what you could do.
No, I mean,
not much.
No, I could do everything. The darts thing, absolutely not. That's stupid. Bowling, no, I can do bowling stuff. My forearm will be in a lot of
bowling stuff.
My forearm will be in a lot of pain.
Specific.
I don't think he can do anything.
Wally, by the way,
we need to do something.
He's in bad shape. That ball's barely moving. He's at 45, and it's the ninth frame.
The miles per hour of the bowling ball for a guy in Beaver Dam.
I don't know how this was approved. I'm telling you this right now. When I bowl like,
well, don't say that because now they're gonna cut it off.
Well, too late.
It just got up to the bosses because you said that.
I mean, Craig knows about it.
Yeah, Craig was down here talking about it.
You're right. Then we're good.
I mean, so any athletic. What about basketball, Benny? You wouldn't participate in like a three-point shootout or something?
Well, I've already made 137 free throws in a row.
Holy smokes.
You made 137 free throws in a row?
It was a bucket list thing as I wanted to make 100 in a row, and I made 137 in a row.
That's impressive.
And I did it within 3 hours.
I could never do that. I could barely make 10 in a row.
Wait, why did it take you 3 hours?
It took me 3 hours because I did it in between a commercial shoot.
Commercial? What commercial were you in?
It's on my Instagram at Ben Brust. I did a Quartz.
Specific.
I did a Quartz health insurance TV commercial.
I'm familiar. What did you? Wait, is that one of our partners? Was that personal?
They've been a partner in the past, but not currently.
Okay.
Working on that one. If anyone knows anyone at Quartz,
No, great healthcare.
great health company that I'd love to meet with from the sales role that I have. So 800-990-3776 if you want to set a meeting for me.
Out in the Madison area, right?
They're out of the Madison area, but they got Hey, Quartz people, text me. If this works, that'd be crazy. We got a new partner coming in March. Weed Man.
Oh, I got to finish doing all that stuff there so the Weed Man comes.
The Weed Man.
I am so excited.
By the way, I'm gonna have to call our partner Weed Man and say hey, there's gonna be a 110% chance that Kyle Wallace is gonna call you the Weed Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Weed Man. Come to my
Is that
house,
okay? Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to have him practice saying "Weed Man," not the Weed Man.
Benny, I've been in the talks of, not for me, but a bachelor party. Have you figured yours out yet?
I'm not gonna lie, Frank Kaminsky's the GOAT.
I was just gonna. I asked you that during the break. What's happening?
Frank Kaminsky. So we're going to Scottsdale. He has a place in Phoenix, Scottsdale area.
Okay.
He knows management companies that are not Airbnbs that he went direct to. He got us a 20-guest, 13-bedroom place for $5,500 for 2 nights.
How many people are going to this bachelor party?
15 to 18.
Can we come?
$5,500
for 2 nights. And if we, my best man Greg Scalzo was looking at Airbnbs, $4,000, $3,000 before fees and all that.
How much is this one?
$5,500 all in for 2 nights. It's like $150 to $180 a person per night. You can't even get a hotel in Scottsdale for that price.
Because maybe we can crash for a night. I mean, we don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys are fine being as I go through the list and get some late no's, if you guys are fine being a late ad, I'd welcome you guys. But we just have to fill the show with other people.
Yeah,
Are you going during the week?
Friday. It would be a Friday, Saturday.
What
we
month?
only need to fill the show for.
I'm going Thursday with the select for you.
What month?
June 5th, 6th, 7th. So the 6th and 7th for you guys.
Boy, what the hell? You gonna be gone for my birthday?
I wouldn't plan this around your birthday.
I won't be there.
Looks like Kyle's not coming to my bachelor party.
Let's go to Arizona for your birthday.
No, I'm having baby girl is planning a 35th birthday party because I'm now eligible to run for president.
Is now.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Slow down.
Are you leaving us for politics?
Are you thinking about getting into politics?
Well, I'm eligible to run for president at 35, so she's going to do a presidential birthday party.
That didn't answer the question. Are you thinking about running for politics?
We'll see how things shake out.
So that is not a no. You are open to running for office.
So you're going to be a crook too?
No, no. Listen, KB Nation, I wouldn't be a crook. I would fight for the people.
That's what they all said. You already sound like a politician.
No, I have no intentions currently at this time to run for any political office.
But when I do, I can't wait to take your campaign money and spend it all on things I want.
When I do, I cannot wait to fight for KB Nation, ESPN Wisconsin, and Wisconsin Nights all across this beautiful state. I cannot wait for that opportunity.
You are a politician. When you flip-flop on the air, you change stances. Hey, it's amazing. You're built for politics.
At the end of the day, I always love Wisconsin. On Wisconsin, baby.
Look at this political guy.
What's happening right now?
He's literally going to end up running for some sort of office.
It's going to be Bruston Strofe soon.
You want me to be honest? If they ever decide that they no longer want us here, that would be considered.
But
you think you'd be good at that?
At politics?
That's the question.
No, I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know if I'd vote for him.
Honestly,
I would. I'd vote for him.
A funny story. I have funny story.
It actually is funny. I love you, but I don't know if I'd vote for you.
Funny story. I know somebody who recently had a relative. Like when I say relative, I mean like we go to family occasions together. Relative who did not vote for her own blood.
Wow.
Damn.
Did not vote for her own blood.
Like if you were blood, I would do it.
No,
like if you were my brother in blood.
No,
which obviously we're not.
Would you vote for Jonathan Brust if he ran for office? I mean, I don't believe you.
Let's hear from Brad, Worldwide Brad again. I can't answer that question because I think you know my answer just based off my reaction.
Wow, what a brother you are.
You know how important it is for me
would
to
kill
feel
this
at my
country.
best. Not just some low standard, but a truly optimized feeling of physical fitness and mental well-being. Quintessa Aesthetic Center is where I go to get just that. And there's something for everybody. There's personalized wellness plans that they're going to help you reach your personal goals from now through March 31st, because they're offering special New Year's packages to help kickstart your year in the right way. Quintessa makes it simple, effective, easy, and tailored to you. So if you want to be able to enjoy everything that Quintessa has to offer, visit myquintessa.com today and take that first step forward to a confident, revitalized you.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's
Quotes.
pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either
I'll give
crush
him
him
that.
or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's what
exactly what it is.
Whoa.
That's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
you
you're very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Green and Gold Championship window is on the clock.
To me, their window is now wide open. From here on out, they have the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
The countdown to the NFL draft in Green Bay is on.
Goody has to start figuring out his first-round draft picks. Goody's inability to nail the first-round draft pick is what is keeping this team from being a true Super Bowl contender.
Green and Gold off-season talk right here. 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
It started with a prediction.
Go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Are you tired of debit cards with no rewards? When you switch to Educators Credit Union, you can count on earning major rewards on your everyday purchases. Join and start earning today at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Get ready, Oak Creek. Tsunami Express is making a splash with a brand new location at 6900 South 27th Street. Join the grand opening celebration February 12th through the 23rd. Enjoy free washes and snag an unbeatable deal. Just $5 for your first month of unlimited washes. Plus, 100% of the grand opening proceeds go to Special Spaces Wisconsin, creating dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Make a difference while getting your car sparkling clean at Tsunami Express in Oak Creek. See you there. Offer valid for new members only. Terms and conditions apply.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Go to rawhide.org/donate and help them realize a brighter future today.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you.
All right, so we did mention our teammate Wally from 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam bowling his life away. But if you missed it, about 3 years ago, Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch across ESPN Wisconsin, calls bowling like tournaments as like a play-by-play guy. He has a bowling
Stream TV.
He has like a bowling suitcase bag that rolls.
Oh yeah, it's right there. It's on the live stream. Right now.
Where did y'all bowl at? The Boulevard?
Yeah,
It was the beat down at the beat down at the Boulevard.
Oh,
Jesse Nelson said he could spot me 22 pins and he'd still crush me. I crushed him. I beat him outright at his own game.
That had to sting, man.
It stung. Actually, I got to send you the YouTube video. It's so good. I feel like
I've seen.
I mock him all game long. I'm watching his confidence just shrivel as I continue to throw strikes, and I haven't bowled in like a year, and I just come in there and I'm like, I'm not losing this nerd.
Exactly, and the thing is,
like, I'm a competitor, and he's not built for that moment.
He's not like a true competitor. He's just a guy. No offense, Jesse. You're just a guy.
Just a guy. Like, so I ain't losing to Jesse Nelson.
So when he starts feeling the pressure, he starts, getting shaky.
Crumble City.
Yeah, I already know what happened.
So it came back up today on Wilde and Tausch that he lost to old Benny Brust.
Ben did bring up again that I owe him a car wash, and I said, anytime, Ben, I've said this since the beginning, anytime you want to pull up to my house in Sun Prairie and park it out in the front, I will wash that car. So that's the parameters I've set. Anytime you would drop the car off, I'll wash it. I'll pay up anytime you want to bring it over. I'm not going to him.
How does a loser set the parameters?
Exactly my point.
That is a sore loser. It's been 3 years and he's acting like a sore loser.
And it's only been like a year and a half.
But either way,
no,
it's been way longer than that.
Because our show started in September 11th, and it happened
a year and a half before that. It had to be 3 years ago.
Maddie Hayes lived here
in Madison.
Yeah, she filmed it.
Yeah.
When did she moved here 2 years ago?
All right, well, then 2 years ago. But still, 2 years ago, he still has not washed my car. I have a Borat bailing suit for him to wear while washing my car. And if he wants to ever play me in bowling again, he has to wash my car. Otherwise, I will always be the champion over Jesse Nelson, reigning over his head every single day of his life. He has no credibility if he talks about bowling and being a good bowler because he lost to me straight up.
I'm a fan of the hall monitor, but this take and this stance from Jesse Nelson is trash. It's absolute trash with a capital T and capital RASH. Because Jesse Nelson, you lost in something. You need to just not fess up, but you need to buck up and say, hey, I lost. Good job, Ben Brust. Let me wash your car.
You know what? Like, you know what we can do?
If it has to bust about
it's like, I don't need to bring him to Sun Prairie. He can. I'm trying to figure out, are we able to set up like a car wash station outside of the ESPN Madison offices? Because I go over there. I see Jesse at those offices.
Side, back street, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might get a little weird if I park the car on the street and like we got like a hose and everything.
Hold on a minute.
What's up?
He set the parameters. It's winter. The next day, it's incredibly cold outside.
Oh. I can't go to Sun Prairie tomorrow, but I like where you're headed.
Let's go do the show in Madison. We know he'll be home by 2 o'clock when we start the show.
He set the parameters.
Yeah, and by the time we're off the air at 5 o'clock, let's go get your car.
He has to be in a
he has to be in a banana.
And he has to be in a
banana.
I'll give him this. He can be in a swimsuit, but he can wear as many layers on top as he wants. But those legs are gonna feel like it's in a cold plunge.
When things backfire, Mr. Jesse Nelson, the hall monitor. Oh, this is great. I want you.
Good job, Strofe.
We should do it. We should definitely do it.
Thanks, Betty. Totally my idea.
Send this to Jesse Nelson. As a matter of fact, send this to Tal.
No, don't send it to anybody. We're gonna blindside him with his own words.
Oh, he'll be
per Jesse Nelson. All I have to do is bring my car anytime to Sun Prairie, and it'll be washed. Sounds good. Coming up next with us, we have some audio from Brian Balaga, who joined us. Monday? Yeah, from Monday, and it's about free agency conversation around the Green Bay Packers. You have the Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam, which I'm not going to lie, they're bowling right now. I don't know who the hell is doing the show.
I don't either.
But from 4 to 5, you got the Damn Sports Show. Jim, Matt, and Molly are coming up next in Madison, and Kyle, Brust, and Strofe, since Nortman doesn't exist anymore, we'll be back right here on 94.5 ESPN, streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee in just 2 short minutes. We will see you and talk to you soon.
With me tonight, the record companies only give me lots of money and